Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chicago Bears taking on James Morgan and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, selected in the 4th round back in April from Florida International. It's James Morgan.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by Harold Wagner.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 20.
Here's Morgan to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Morgan's pass. Complete to.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 12. First down.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 18 carries, 83 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Morgan. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Newton's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run here with Moss. And he stopped immediately there.
Zach Moss.
The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the gun, here's Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Zach Moss with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Buccaneers nothing.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Tari Poe on the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Morgan able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
In punt formation.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run a draw now with Moss. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
the ball carrier.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd.
Newton to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete to the tight end Sample. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Moss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 9 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jake Bailey in punt.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
on the give. This is Moss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Moss. That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
7-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down with Moss, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the 39, Newton. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Buccaneers, nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Morgan throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And one final game to highlight. we wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And 8 yards
from the gun on third down, Newton.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
37-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. And the Buccaneers.
First down, Morgan with it. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. The open man is Westbrook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, running left, Moss. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That's good.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now a run with Moss. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sacks Moss, the ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
Midfield.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
First and 10 at the...
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the...
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Higbee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Pick up on the play. And it's...
Throwing now is Morgan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Buccaneers.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. From the gun, it's Morgan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Morgan. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
We're a Chicago Bears.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Newton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
Newton's pass complete.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
3rd and 2.
To throw is Newton. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
At the 15-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Moss. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Zach Moss with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Greg Dortch returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tampa Bay.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. Open man here is Conklin.
Morgan.
That catch good for only a couple.
Tyler Conklin.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Another pass attempt, another into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Moss. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
4-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's
3rd down. Here's a run by Moss. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1st down. Moss, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
On the tackle.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going with Moss on the ground. And a nice run there. Going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 35. The Bears on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Moss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Larry Ogunjobi.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll try the air now with Newton.
14-yard line.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Cam Newton sacked.
Terry Poe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Yard line.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton, his throw caught right around the 6.
Newton's pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32.
To throw again on 2nd down. Morgan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Morgan's pass.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
At the 35.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Morgan. Open man is Darius Fountain. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Morgan's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
At the Bears' 37-yard line.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Tampa.
Morgan sets up to throw on first down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Tampa Bay.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Moss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.